morning, class 7. How are you guys doing? So, I hope you guys are doing great. So, without wasting time, so it's a very busy schedule, I'm in school and then doing work and again coming back and recording for you guys. So, just follow the upload sites. I have put up some files. Please do check those files and get your homeworks done. So, we'll come back on SSC. That's on chapter 5 of geography. We are doing composition and structure of the atmosphere. I'll give the explanation, you will read your book. After that, I'll give you more explanation part by part, and after that you will solve it. Okay, so let's start. It's all about the composition structure of the atmosphere. What is the atmosphere? The envelope of air which surrounds the earth is called the atmosphere. The air which surrounds the atmosphere. What's the atmosphere like? So it's like this. The composition of atmosphere is composed of gases, water, vapor and dust particles. We have various gases in the air, particularly in the lower atmosphere. The portion of gases actually changes in the higher layers of the atmosphere. What is atmosphere? It is the envelope of air which covers our earth. The proportion of gases changes in the higher layers of the atmosphere in such a way that oxygen will be almost in negligible quantity at the height of 120 kilometers. No oxygen. Similarly, carbon dioxide and water vapor are found only up to 90 kilometers from the surface of the earth. Right? Composition of the atmosphere. Permanent gases which are there in the atmosphere. Nitrogen N2, oxygen O2, argon is Ar, carbon dioxide is CO2, neon is Ne. Percentage by volume, nitrogen is the highest 78.08, oxygen is 20.95, argon is 0.93 and carbon dioxide is 0.0325 and neon is 0.002. The constituent again, we have helium also 0.0005, we have crypto as 0.001, we have xenon at 0.409 and hydrogen H2 is 0.405. Now gases. Carbon dioxide is meteorologically a very important gas as it is transmitted to the incoming solar radiation, but opaque to the outgoing terrestrial radiation, which I guess you're not able to understand which I'm saying, but I'll explain. It absorbs radiation and reflects back some of the part of it towards the earth's surface. It is largely responsible for the greenhouse effect. The volume of other gases is constant, but the volume of carbon dioxide has been rising in the past few decades mainly because of the burning of fossil fuels. This has also increased the temperature in the air. Ozone is another important component of the atmosphere found between 10 to 50 kilometers above the Earth's surface, ozone layer, and acts as a filter and absorbs the ultraviolet rays radiating from the sun and prevents them from reaching the surface to the earth. Water vapor. Water vapor is also a variable gas in atmosphere which decreases with altitude, with the height, in the warm and wet tropics. It may account for 4% of the air by volume. While in the dry and cold areas of desert and polar regions, it may be less than 1% in the air. Water vapor is not there. Water vapor also decreases from the equator towards the poles. It also absorbs part of the insolation from the sun and preserves the earth's radiated heat. It acts like a blanket. It does not let the earth either become too hot or too cold. Now water vapor also contributes the stability to the air in the atmosphere. Stability and instability in the water vapor depends what is happening in the air. Dust particles. Dust particles it has sufficient capacity, the atmosphere, to keep small particles, solid particles, which may originate from different sources, include from sea salts, fine soil, smoke soot, ash, pollen, dust, disintegrated particles of meteors which are falling from up. Dust particles are generally concentrated in the lower layers of the atmosphere, yet conventional air currents may transport them to greater heights. The higher concentration of dust particle is found in the subtropical and temperate regions due to dry winds in comparison to equatorial and polar regions. Now they are also found with around water which go up into the sky and form clouds. Dust particles are found there also. Okay, that is about the dust particles. Structure of the atmosphere. Troposphere 12 kilometers, stratosphere 50 kilometers, mesosphere 80 kilometers, thermosphere is 320 kilometers. Then we have the exosphere out. Now troposphere is the layer of the atmosphere closest to the Earth's surface. It's there in your book. Extending up to 10 to 15 kilometers above the Earth's surface, it contains 75% of the atmosphere's mass. The troposphere is wider at the equator than the poles. Temperature and pressure drops as you go higher up the troposphere. I'll come back in the next video.